Good day guys, welcome back to this channel. Now let's take a look at the DXY or USD index for this week. So if you've not subscribed, make sure you click on that subscribe button, like, share and also make your comments. We'd love to watch out for it. So let's start with the higher time frame from the monthly time frame downward to the 4 hour time frame, so we'll understand why we will be placing such trade and why we want to move certain way this week. So let's see this full trend on this USD index or um DXY. You can clearly see that this is a bullish move, right? So during this period, as we are having this bullish move, every other currency pairs against our USD was just falling. You can see that bearish move on the euro to US. You can see the bearish move on GBP to USD, right? We can see that bearish move to AUD to USD. One of the reasons is that we are seeing a momentum on our bullish momentum on our DXY, right? So you can clearly, let's start this moment from here. Impulse move. This started late 2020, right? Here comes a correction. So let's see this as an impulse move correction. Impulse move. Now price is at a correction level. So sooner or later, right, we'll be having another impulse move. Though we just don't know when it will happen, but we know that a bullish move will happen on USD index. But when will it happen? When is it going to play out? Well, is something that we can't really predict. But as time goes on, we will predict it. It depends on the fundamental. If the news comes out where there's good news about our USD, right? Then we can start seeing that bullish momentum. If the news coming out is negative, is not well, it's not coming our way, then we might continue to see that bearish move on USD JPY. But as our USD index, sorry, USD index or DXY. So this, as you can still see, is still a bearish move. But one thing for sure is that this price is still above the 10 period moving average. So we want to know where this price will be moving for this week, right? So for that, we have to go to the weekly time frame. So this weekly time frame will guide us, since we don't want to know the way this price will be moving this week. So if you take a look at this movement from here, you can see that this price has been above our 10 period moving average. We all know the rules of trading this moving average. Once the price is above the moving average, then we have to go long, we have to buy, right? So clearly we can see this price has been above this 10 period moving average. One of the reasons why we've been going long, but now you can now see that this price has now dropped and it has broken our 10 period moving average. So now an indication that we are now to sell this USD index. So you can now see this price dropped, right? Here comes the correction on DXY or USD index. Price has now dropped to the same level. So we can now see this as a correction. So we are seeing with price actually dropped to this level, which I personally think so. Which I'm seeing, let's see price will drop to the same level of 103. So I would want to see price drop to level of 103, right? Maybe then price can now start reversing and go up. Like I said, we would be expecting a bullish move on USD index. We start seeing a spike up on USD index. There's no doubt. But when is it going to play out? Is just, will it play out next week? Will it play out 3 weeks, or will it play out in 4 weeks? It is just when it will actually play out. Depends on the news we get on our USD. Once the news are positive, then may possibly start seeing a bullish move. But if it is still negative, well, we will start to see bearish move. Above all, right, the trend on this USD index or DXY is still bearish move. So we are currently trading at a level of 1.5. Personally, this week I would want to see it drop down to a level of 1.3 or close to the level of 1.3. If it does not get to 1.03, then you should be close to a level 1.3. But once I know for sure to actually get to a level of 1.04, you should be able to beat 1.04 and possibly hit 1.03 or close to 1.03. So this movement, we are still considering this as a bearish move on USD index or DXY. This price is still dropping. So this daily time frame, clearly we can take a look at this as a drop, lower lows. Here comes the correction on USD index. A new lows. Guess what? The new lows actually broke this previous lows, right? Another pullback was made. Guess what? Another new lows was made that broke this previous lows. Guess what? A correction has been made. Now we are now making a new low. So we should be very careful about this level, right? Because price can start ranging within this level, right? Have it in mind that price can start ranging, right? Because if price does not break this level, which is a level of does not hit the level of 1.4, right? If it does not break this this candlestick wick here, right, then I can tell you that price will just push up and hit this resistance level, thereby it will start ranging for some time. So have it in mind that this price can start ranging, right? Though there will be some weak news that will come out this week, though it depends on how positive the news is. If the news this for this week are positive, then we should be to see a spike up on our USD index. But if not, we will continue to see that bearish move right on USD index. So this is one of the reasons why I say be very, very careful on this DXY or USD index. It depends on the news that comes out. If the news are positive, then we'll see the bullish move. If not, we will continue our bearish move on USD index. So what this technical indicator still says that since we are still below the 10 period moving average, I'm still seeing this as a bearish move. Except this price, push up by breaking this moving average, then I can see this as a bullish move. As long as it is still below it, I'm still seeing this trend as a bearish move, and I personally would want to continue the movement downward on USD index. So now let's take a look at this 4 hour time frame to place this trade. So we can see that price as well dropped to this same level, right? We saw it reacted by pushing up. Now price has dropped to the same level, right? And it is pushing up. So have it in mind that this could be a correction. There's every possibility it could be a correction. After the correction, it might continue to go bearish, or there's every possibility that this price is now pushing up to this resistance level. Like I just said, it depends on the news because this price can start ranging. So DXY or USD index, if the news is negative this week, we would continue the bearish move, and if it is positive, we should see a bullish move for the week.